Hello everyone, today I'm going to do sort of a review for you on this Dash 8 40C. Actually, it's a 15th anniversary model. Actually, we're celebrating kind of a milestone at the same time, 500 subs. So thank you for everyone. And so the 15th anniversary, what's it about is November 17, 1995, CN ended part ownership from the Canadian government and became 100% privatized. So they were celebrating that milestone. So we're going to do a review on these for you. It's got some nice details. There's a MU cable here. You can see all the handrails are painted properly. Very cool stuff. I'm going to remove this protective band here. I keep these. I really like this protective foam. So I'm just going to draw your attention to some details, part of this logo. There's a French side, L'aventure se poursuit, and there's also an English side, the journey continues. It's got all these little labels here, so it's very detailed. How much do I like this? This is proper for CN engines to have the numbers up here and that is the number board. So very good detail throughout. So this engine, I rate it, for me it would be 9 out of 10 because it runs a little slow. I'm not being angry at this. I think they're just meant to run like this. So let me open it up for you so we can have a look. So to open it up, I use the box method. And you can see it's got the nice blackened frame. Very cool. And it's DCC compatible. All you gotta do is switch out the circuit board if you wanna change it to DCC. So everything looks ship-shape. I don't have to redo anything to this. There's a little box here for a light maybe. There's room for that. So I'm going to put the shop back on. So yes, it's very detailed. So really good engine. Really enjoy it. Also, because it runs a little slower than my other engines, I always run it with this Intermountain SD40-2. Now that's got a lot of details. They give you a little bit of extra detail. There's sunshades that come with it. So that's got a lot of details that are only on the CN engines. There's a little bit of an interior there you can see. Windshield wipers, the bells at the proper place here, and the headlights at the proper place there. Try to get it to refocus on the front there. The ditch lights are there but non-functional. And there's extra grab irons. So very detailed. The number boards, the marker lights. I don't know if you can read this. GF30, what is that? GF30P, that is the designation for CN for the SD40. There's the handbrake wheel, which is at the proper place for it, for this CN engine. No number boards at the back, just like the real engine. The horns also at the proper placement for this engine. So lots of really awesome details. My stanchion here is broken, so today is the day that I'm going to fix this. This is also the proper cab for this unit. They had SD40s with the safety cabs. They're one of the first railroads to go to safety cabs. And the Intermountain, I almost forgot to mention, on top of having all the windshield wipers, they have photo etch radiator grills. You can see the fan below. So lots of really good details. Yeah, even the grab iron on the top here with all the ladders. Really nice detail. It's tough to beat them. But it runs a little slower than my Mikado's. Oh, look at that, there's a cooler line here, separately applied. Every time I pick up this engine, I find new details on it. So yeah, it just runs a little slower. So we're gonna fix that stanchion today. Now to fix handrails, that's what I use. I use garbage bag twist ties, or these I get from my dry cleaners. I'm not gonna need too much material. What I do is I'll just remove the plastic part, and then there's a little metal filament inside. Maybe it's a little big, but it's gonna be close enough, especially once I paint it black. It won't remove too much details from it, especially when it's going down the track. You won't see any difference. Of course, the Intermounted has very detailed stanchions. That would be the one weakness that these have, is the stanchions are brittle. I have some Kato engines that are 30 plus years old and the plastic is still subtle, but these are just a little bit brittle. So I'm gonna glue these back together at the same time as I glue my reinforcement for the missing one. So I guess you handle them with care when you touch them. On the box it says 14 years and older, but I guess you always have to be very careful with these. They're a bit on the flimsy side. My handrail's got a bit of a curve in it, so I'm gonna imitate that with my wire. What I do, I'll just cut a little bit from that, for just to make it just a little bit longer than what I need. And then I'll glue this into position. So I made it too long on purpose. As you can see, my stanchion is just a little bit too long. So I'm going to come in and cut it with my pliers. Let me put just a little bit of paint on that and it will be good as new. Now that looks real good. And now it's time to run some trains. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly had fun making it for you. See you soon.